Listen, it was so bad this weekend, I started off NBA Countdown on ABC Network Television, hiding under the table. That's how bad it was. Let me tell you something right now, man. You got to man up. I owe the reigning, defending NBA champion Denver Nuggets an apology, which I apologized on national television. I'm going to say it again. I ain't got a damn thing to say. Let me tell you something. I was shocked at what I saw. I mean, they rolled up into Minnesota. They rolled up in those Twin Cities, and they're like, Ant who? Who that? You sure it ain't the movie Ant-Man? I'm talking about Game 3. I'm not talking about Game 4. So you sure it ain't the movie? You was talking about, why you acting like this brother is the champion? We the champions, okay? Jamal Murray, making noise for all the wrong reasons for the first time in his career, showed up and said, y'all paying attention to the wrong stuff. Let me show you what to pay attention to, and went out there and busted their living, you know what, in that first half, okay? Jokic, a 3-time league MVP now, played like one, and a 4-time league defensive player of the year, looked like he didn't even belong out there for the Minnesota Timberwolves and Rudy Gobert. I can't say enough about it, and listen, I'm not putting myself ahead of anybody, but we know who the hell Mike Malone was talking about when he was talking about bulletin board material from the pundit. Ain't nobody out there. I was the only damn fool that went out there and was like, I think they're going to get swept. I think they're going to get swept. Like,
you did.
That was me. That was me. I got to own it. I cannot believe how Denver responded because my Anthony Edwards exploding in games 1 and 2, that wasn't it for me. We've seen that before.
Right.
I have not seen defense that Minnesota played in game 2 in that first half. I had not seen defense
without
like that
Rudy
played. That's right.
You know, Rudy wasn't in game 2.
That's right. He wasn't in game 2. He wasn't in game 2. He was with the fiance. Was fiance giving birth to the kid. Congratulations on that, right? But the bottom line is this: that defense in the first half of game 2, y'all. I hadn't seen defense played like that in 30 years.
Right.
I hadn't seen it, and I was like, it was that. I'm like, they can't get loose. They can't shake them. They're too tall. They're too physical. And then Denver was like, nah, we gonna show you who the hell we are. And they've done that. I can't say enough. But I got to stand down and just pay homage and apologize on national television to the reigning defending NBA champions that reminded us of who the hell they are. I just have to do that.
Cheers to that.
All right, Shannon, did the T-Wolves blow their chance?
I don't think they've blown their chance because they still have, it's the best of 3 now.
Yeah.
But you saw what happened. It seems to me, Monica, is that when they went on the road and they won those first 2 games, the natural reaction is we coming home now. We're gonna get home cooking, and they relaxed. They took and that was all the Nuggets needed. You see the difference. Now we know in every series, if you go back to last year, Aaron Gordon is gonna have 1 game in a series, and it's gonna be all over. We saw what he did in Game 3 against the Lakers, Stephen A. 29-14. Jokic gonna be Jokic. The problem that they have, the Nuggets might not win another game unless Cat decides.
You mean Minnesota?
Minnesota might not win another game unless Cat decides to show up. Because if Ant and Yoke play to a standstill, who's going to offset what Murray or Gordon give you unless it's Cat? And if you look at game 2, look at Cat's numbers. Look at Jay, all the other guys chipped in. I already know what Ant's going to give me. Ant's going to give me 30+. And he's going to do it on an efficient shooting night.
65% yesterday.
It's Cat. Cat got to be better. 13 and 12. Oh, he got a double-double. Man, damn a double-double. You're the first pick, the overall pick of the draft. You're a 2-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year. You've got to be somewhere around 25 to 30 if you want to have a chance. I knew Denver was not going to go away. I picked them in 7 games because I thought it was going to be a long series. Hey, they're the champs for a reason. They're going to find a way. And Murray got it going in the first half, and then Yoke says, come see me in the second half. Hey, Cat, you want some of this? He was taking a turn with him. No, I got him. Nas Reed say, Rudy, I got him. He said, okay. No, okay, Rudy, you take him back. Nah, at the end of the day, didn't nobody want him, Monica.
Yeah.
That's why he's the MVP, Stephen A. Can't nobody do what this man does. Nobody can score, rebound, run an offense, do all the things that he does, and do it at an efficient level.
He even had a dunk yesterday.
Yeah, hello? We're exciting.
Yeah.
We're exciting.
So I'm not saying it's done, but boy, they better come out like their hair on fire because the Nuggets already know what it takes to be a champion.
Yeah, I'm with you, Shay Shay. I don't think it's done, but I will say as I look at the next 3 games, I think there are more wrinkles that the Denver Nuggets can deploy in terms of their offense than there are for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, it could come down to the defense that we saw in games 1 and 2, but for me, the thing about defense is that you are always at a little bit of a disadvantage in terms of you legitimately have to react.
Yeah.
And so, even though Jokic had a terrific game, technically, he didn't even have a full-on triple-double like we're accustomed to him saying. He had 7 and 7 in the rebound and assist category. Aaron Gordon getting going is a bad sign if you're playing the Nuggets.
Yes.
Because that means everything else is starting to roll. He is an elite level sort of release valve, a guy that you don't necessarily account for in the same way that you account for Jokic and Murray, but they're going to find him when the double teams come. And so as I look out at this one, I think you're spot on. Cat is going to be huge. Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, that version has to show up in terms of slowing Nikola Jokic. But to me, the championship medal is now the differentiating factor. As excited as we are about Anthony Edwards, and rightfully so, the experience, I think, is where the Nuggets are going to have the edge moving forward.
Which is why I believe in order for Minnesota to win this series, they got to win Game 5.
82%
Because you don't want to go to Denver for a Game 7.
Right.
You don't want to do that. So you got to win Game 5. So you can try and close it out in Game 6. And right now, obviously, they don't have the momentum. Denver has the momentum. You're looking at Karl Anthony Towns, 5 for 18 shooting. Love the brother. You got to be better. You got to step up. You got to be better. Nas Reed, you are the 6th man of the year.
Yeah.
You are the 6th man of the year. I need to see what the hell you're going to do as well. He hit 5 of his 6 shots or what have you. But what he did, what Alexander Walker was doing, what Karl Anthony Towns was doing when Rudy Gobert was out and he was defending against Jokic, that Jokic that was there in games 1 and 2, that ain't the Jokic we saw in games 3 and 4.
Right.
He elevated and he played big boy basketball.
Do you like Edwards' message?
I love it. No, you live for that. That ain't what they live for. You live for that. I'm not so sure Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and all those other guys. At some point in time, when you write a check, you got to have guys behind you that can help cash that check.
In a team sport.
Yes.
In a team sport, yeah.
So when you put it out there, you know you're doing all the talking. I ain't got no doubt that Anthony Edwards going to do what Anthony Edwards does. But I'm concerned about, hey, y'all heard what I said, right?
Good.
Man, I wish you had
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on, wait.
No, wait.
Bro, I done put it out there now.
That's right.
I done put it out there. Everybody heard what I said. He said, I like that. Okay, Cat, you heard that man say it?
Right.
That man put it out there. You got to back him up. Rudy Gobert, you got to back him up. Jay Daniels, you got to back him up.
Right. Well, the operative word, I shouldn't say operative.
I was going to say operative.
But the word that he used was we.
And then he said,
He can't speak for we. He can only speak for
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
as in himself, as in Anthony Edwards, because we wait for the rest of the cats to show up, okay? Pun intended, Karl Anthony Towns, who I'm rooting for here.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I think. We look at the moment Anthony Edwards was talking. You know what was more conspicuous to me? That Jamal Murray said nothing. Had nothing to say. Kept walking. You know why? No, y'all had us. We bust your ass the last 2 games, and we gonna do it some more. You got nothing to say. We'll see you in Game 5. We'll see you. That's what the silence. Sometimes you speak more demonstratively by saying nothing. Sometimes it's like, yo, I just gave it to you. You see Jamal Murray flexing, looking at the TNT crew with Reggie Miller.
Yeah, that was a moment.
You see
A moment.
Like,
That's a meme.
That's a meme forever. Like, what? Like, did you see what we just did? And it's more to come. That's what I got from it. He didn't jaw with Anthony Edwards. He's got nothing to say. We just came into your house and we retook the momentum in this series. We were down 0-2. It's now tied 2-2. We reclaimed home court advantage. We smacked y'all up while doing so. I got to talk to you. This is what we going to do. So to me, that's what I noticed. The fact that Jamal Murray said nothing and just kept walking like you insignificant. You might get yours, but your team is going home. That's what I saw. I saw a champion basically being dismissive of folks chirping in their direction. This is not something that I saw after Game 2. I saw it now.
And I think that is also the point that we just talked about, right? Like the Nuggets' opportunities to respond. They have more options down the stretch of this thing, right? I think we love Ant Edwards because of the trash talk. He was talking to KD in the first series. He's not going to stop talking, especially as he, as an individual, continues to put up monster performances. And so that is very true to who he is. The Nuggets may be a little cooler, But right now, like you said, they're in the driver's seat.
This
They
is
got
the
momentum.
#1 defense in the NBA, and they said, shoo. Be quiet.
The adjustment.
They shot 57%.
Adjustments, yeah.
They shot
#1
57% against the #1 defense.
44.8% from three.
What you?
Yeah.
They got no answer for Yoke.
Listen, I do think that yesterday was probably the Nuggets. I don't believe that because we just talked about Michael Porter.
Yes,
They got room. They get
Yes.
more room. I do think that this T-Wolves defense though is going to respond and be better.
They better, or they going home.
I think there is a real compete level there. But you know, we and Pert kind of got us this morning because we keep considering the T-Wolves a young team. And
Right.
Ant is young.
They're veterans.
Yeah.
But around him there are veterans. And so these are guys that know the compete level, the toughness level required in the
Well,
postseason.
by the way, last concern. Timberwolves didn't play bad yesterday. Their offense was pretty good.
Yes.
They pushed
couldn't.
late.
The
stopped.
#1 defense
They couldn't get stopped.
could not get stops.
Yeah.
They couldn't get stops.
If I don't watch the game, all I want to do is look at the box score. Cat numbers are going to tell me whether they won or lost. Because I already know I'm going to look down at the box score and I can say, okay, Ant-Man going to give me 30 plus.
I ain't gonna hold you. Based on what we had seen previously in the series, I wouldn't expect the team that won on the glass by 11 to have been the team that lost.